record button. Let's pin Asia so we can all see her. Letting a couple of more people in. All right, why don't we go ahead and get started? Thanks for joining us today, Asia. We've got the Connecticut Sun today at 4 p.m. Pacific time on MyLV TV back in Las Vegas. Let's start with Nick Hamilton.
Hey, good morning, Asia.
Morning.
You guys obviously did a great job taking care of the home as far as, you guys scoring, being fluid in the offense and things of that nature. But now you guys have some tough games coming up on the road, starting with Connecticut tonight. What do you see from this Connecticut team that makes it difficult or will pose some difficulties defensively?
Their physicality. I think Khan is pretty much known for their physicality, especially as all the times that I played them. So for us, we got to focus on our system and knowing that that's how they play and that's who they are, and we can't let it disrupt us like it did game one. So I think the biggest thing is just sticking to our game plan, both defensively and offensively, and then going from there.
And also, too, you were one of 3 WNBA players that were nominated for a BET Sportswoman of the Year award. When you hear that type of accolade being, announced, what does that mean for you as an athlete, as a Black woman, in that award itself?
I mean, it truly means a lot. Honestly, growing up, we would put like a whole weekend on hold when the BET Awards came on. That was something that we always watched. We love to see who hosts. We love to see everyone that's the talent of the artists. And just to be nominated in that alongside of my 2 other, I don't want to call colleagues, but other players in the W, it's truly something special. Like being that young Black girl that used to watch this show, watch the award ceremony, now being nominated for one. It's truly special. So I don't take that for granted at all.
Thank you, Asian. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Kevin Pelton.
Hey, Asia, curious this second season playing together, how you've seen your chemistry with Liz and that combo kind of evolve this season?
I think it's still there. It's still evolving. We still have to learn each other a lot. But when it comes down to it, we're both 2 great players that are going to feed off of each other very well. And I think that's what makes us so special, because either way it goes, you can try to double us, but you can't. I think we've both been in situations where we're so used to people doubling us, and now it's kind of more open and more free. So I think our chemistry is still evolving. I think that's pretty much the scary part of it, is like we're still trying to get to know how to play with one another. But it's something, it's a joy to me, and I know it's a joy to Liz, where we don't have to worry about other legs and arms coming at us. We can kind of be free in a way. So once we get each other going in that way, I think, the best is yet to come.
We saw you knock down a 3 in the opener. I was wondering if that was kind of going to be something you tried to do a little more often this season, but none since then. Is that something you're looking to do this year?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm working on it in the off season. I'm always trying to expand my game, but at the same time, I don't think that solidifies me as being this wonderful person, wonderful player if I can knock down a 3 consistently. I think I have other ways in my game that I can still show. And I did show that 3-pointer, so I have it, but that wasn't to show like, hey, people, I got it. Like, no, I work on that. It's something that I worked on. So it's nothing that's like a surprise to me, but more to come. Yes, absolutely. I wouldn't mind taking it. I'm comfortable out there. So yeah, we're going to see.
Thanks, Asia.
Yeah.
Carolyn.
And looking back at the first game, you and Jonquel Jones, Asia, were matched up with each other. I mean, she's a 6'6" player. What challenges does she present for you?
I think the biggest thing has to be just her versatility. I think JJ's someone that, of course, can push you up on the block, but at the same time, if she doesn't get it on the block, she's not just stepping off short corner, she's stepping to the 3. So, you have to be ready as a defense on the defensive side to switch up your stance, switch up how you play, and always keep your head on a swivel. And that's something that I enjoy playing against her, because she's going to make me play her every single possession. And so, it's my job to then do that on the other side of the court as well. So I love that matchup. I have a lot of fun from it. I learned a lot from it, even the first game. So excited to have her back in the league.
And after that Connecticut game, you guys have seemed to picked up your intensity, and there have been a lot of improvement. What have you seen that you've really adjusted from the last Connecticut game?
I would just have to say understanding the game plan. I think we really went away from our game plan when we played Con. I don't know why. I guess we just felt like we needed to, and it didn't work out well for us. So sometimes you got to touch that stove and get burned in order to learn your lesson. And that's exactly what happened to us. And I think that's the biggest thing that we've learned.
Great. Good luck. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Anne Marie, unmuting yourself ahead of time, assuming that you were going to get the next question. Go.
Judging Jiggy. Asia, last time after the Connecticut game, you said the energy has to start with me. You put a lot on your shoulders. In your head today, in your mind space, can you share with us kind of what you're thinking coming out of the gate?
First, I'm just thinking about enjoying my pregame food, getting that energy from there first, and taking a really good nap. And just letting the game flow. I think we were, I don't know what, but things just wasn't going our way in the beginning, and we just started digging ourselves in a hole. But for me, I think my mindset is just like, no matter what, up by 10, down by 10, I have to continue to provide energy for my team no matter what. So if that's hyping a Chelsea Gray pass up, or if that's hyping a Liz N1 or a block or Jackie, like that's my goal. It's all rooted within me. So with me, just going to approach it the same way I would approach an Indiana game, just really gearing my mindset of just bringing that energy consistently every possession.
Joyner Holmes, what did you think?
Oh man, I love seeing her get out there and get her first points as an ace. It's big time to see such a young player do that. She has a lot of her game that we probably haven't even seen yet. So I'm starting to kind of get to know her more off the court, and she's a good kid. So I'm glad she's aboard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Bay waiting in the waiting room. So last question for Rafiq.
After the win against the Indiana Fever, you exchanged jerseys with Danielle Robertson, your former teammate. And why don't you talk about that experience?
Oh man, D-Rob, that is my sister from another I miss D-Rob so much. And we were talking to her. I was like, let's do it, like bump it. I remember tweeting about it when we first got it, and I was just like, let's do it. I mean, everyone else does it. Why can't we? And to start that, hopefully we can see a little bit more jersey swaps now, but to start that was definitely a lot of fun, just to see the energy geared towards that. So I love D-Rob, and I'm so glad that she was down to do it with me.
Thanks a lot, Asia. We'll let you get to that pregame food. You want to shout out the food? What'd you go with?
I can't really say that.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I understand.
Not on the road. I got my Panera at home. I can't share my on the road stuff. All right, see y'all.
Bye-bye. All right, we have been joined by Miss Raquana Williams. Bay, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And so that you can get to your pregame food and nap, let's start things off with Anne Marie.
Hey, baby, I'm wondering between the last Connecticut game and this one, what you think the biggest improvement is for the Aces?
We're more focused, more so than anything. And I think what Bill's saying, we're playing 40 minutes, staying aggressive and focus on 2x2 instead of we know they're going to make a run, and basketball is a game of runs. So if we focus on playing 40 minutes, we'll be okay.
And then for you specifically on the defensive end, anything in particular that you are looking to do? We know how disruptive you can be, and we know Connecticut. So kind of talking about your defensive mindset.
Staying aggressive, making it hard as they make it for me, having that mentality on the other end. Nothing easy all game, 40 minutes, nothing easy. And like Coach said, he know when we're tired, he know when we could no longer push, and we'll get fresh legs and to do the same thing.
And you're 31. Happy birthday, belated.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Carolyn Peck.
And talking about your birthday, on your birthday, you had a breakout game. Let's go offense. That shot is falling, and you look like you're getting more and more comfortable. What is it that's coming to you now?
I just need to do my job. I don't need to have the mindset of people are going to yell and look at me funny if I shoot the ball. And once I lost that mindset and I got comfortable and coach kind of called me out on it, like I was brought in to score and shoot the ball. So do what I know how to do. He'll let me know when it's a bad shot or when I passed up a shot that, or maybe I could pass it and give it one more to someone else for a greater shot. So with me, it's just getting comfortable and feeling confident. And I think it's here now. It's slowly each game and putting in more work. For me, it's putting in more work to let it lead over to the game. So the more I'm able to shoot before games and shoot in between practices, then that's where I get my confidence.
Well, and you all have been playing a ridiculous schedule every other day. Now you're cross country coming to the east side. How have you handled it? How tough is it, or is this part of the job?
It's all in one. It's part of the job. And also it's what's the passion is it for you? Like how well you take care of your body? Are you getting in extra with the trainers? Are you putting in more work with the coaches? So the less we do on the court, you see it more on film. For me, how I get ready after games and before games, if we're not on the road, I take baths. I do like a 20-minute bath, a lukewarm bath, Epsom salt, and then do some work, extra work, flushing with the trainers. And I don't feel 31. So I still feel like I'm able to go and give my all, even with the games coming every other day.
I may have to think about that for my pregame. Thank you, Raquana.
Thank you, no problem.
All right, let's go to Brendan Glasheen, and Brendan is with the Connecticut Sun broadcast base, so don't give away any state secrets.
Yeah, I see he's the only one without a video, so I'm gonna give
Yeah.
him a hard time.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Raquana. Just kind of off that last question, being your first season with this team, and what about this group have you gotten to know now through 7 games that shows there's championship DNA here?
Because it's fun. Even though it's business-like and we want to be holding up that trophy at the end, it's fun. Like it doesn't feel like work. Like Bill always talk about, let's go out and have fun at the end of the day. Because if you're having fun, then you're doing all the right things. If you're overthinking and we're yelling at each other or having disagreements, then we're not having fun. So the biggest thing is we've been having fun.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, Rafik, close us out.
Hey, Raquana, how you doing today?
Pretty good in yourself.
Doing all right? I just want to know, like, if you catch the Connecticut Sun's loss against the Minnesota Lynx, like, what are some of the weaknesses that you've noticed from the Connecticut Sun, and how you and your team are planning to take advantage of that?
Last night at dinner, I was actually watching the game. I went back and watched a couple clips while we were at dinner. And I feel like they jumped in Minnesota early, but they let up. So I know they're gonna come out swinging first. They're gonna make their runs. But we have to sustain and be able to know that, again, it's a game of runs and do what we do best. Like Bill always say, we're playing ourselves. Like if we could beat ourselves, then we'll be okay. Because we want to know and feel like we're the best team in this league.
Thanks a lot, Babe. We'll let you get to that food, and
Yeah.
later on, a nice little lukewarm bath.
And Jiggy, I have a big pancake. You want to see it? Oh my
I do.
God.
Yes, let's see the pancake.
Oh man. Look at that.
That's a pancake?
Whoa.
A pizza.
That looks more like a cake. No
That
disrespect.
You see how I cut it in the middle? I'm barely gonna eat half of it. It's so big.
All right, I'm holding you to that. If you eat all of it, we'll know today. We'll be able to see it.
All righty. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Babe. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Tip today, 4:00 p.m. featuring Anne-Marie Anderson and Carolyn Peck on the call. My LVTV. We'll see everybody tonight.